Hey everybody, it is I, Sam, or StealthRevolver, and welcome to the first episode of the SCSPodcast. And today I have with me
the other guy. My name is Sam, and I go by the channel StealthRevolver, and I'm part of the SCSPodcast, and I have with me...
Hi, my name is Sam, and my name is also StealthRevolver, and I'm from the SCSPodcast, and we'll stop being stupid, right, Coley?
No. Follow me. I am StealthRevolver on Twitter, number 1 through 150. So.
Alright, well anyways, this is Coley, and he's a main member of this podcast.
Yes, I'm the only other member of this podcast, because our other third member decided to be a dangus and just leave us.
He was just AFK, or he was like offline?
No, he's gone. He said that he doesn't want to do it.
Oh, actually?
Yes.
Ah. But
so,
I guess for this episode, or
maybe, I don't know.
All right. Well, anyways, just get out of the way. But today's topic is the Elimination Chamber of 2013.
Yes, because I believe we are in the year 2013, and I believe that today is a Sunday, and I believe that today was also the Elimination Chamber.
Yes, indeed. But anyways, we'll just get that 2-year-old crap out of the way. Basically, that's today's topic. We'll talk about the pre-show. Damien, Sandow, and Cody Rhodes lost to the team of the two fat chumps, Brodus, Clay, and Lord Tensai. And what do you think, Coley?
I wanted Damien Sandow to win because he's Damien Sandow. I got his autograph because Monday Night Raw was here where I live in Atlanta. Tomorrow it'll be 2 Mondays ago, and so it was pretty cool. He said, "How you doing?" And I'm like, "Thanks for saving me." And he's like, "You're welcome." And we high-fived, and there were photos taken. But I also like Brodus Clay, and I like Lord Tensai, like before he was Lord Tensai. He used to wrestle as a guy named Albert, or A-Train, for you older wrestling fans who would be wasting their time watching this. Yeah, he was way cooler. I mean, the face tattoos that he has now are okay, and he was an extremely, serious and respected guy, I'm sure, when he first debuted as Lord Tensai, but now he's just silly. That dance contest was it for me.
Yeah, I should just stay in Japan. But anyways, I'd give this match a rating out of a 4 out of 10, just because Cody... Huh?
I guess we'll go ahead and explain that then. Every wrestling-related podcast we're doing will have a rating of, well, depending on whether it's a pay-per-view or a show, we'll have a rating of the overall matches between the shows and the overall show itself.
Mostly the Elimination Chamber, or sorry, pay-per-views in general, we're going to be giving ratings.
Unless if it's a major thing like Raw's 1000th episode, which has already happened, or maybe SmackDown's 500th episode,
or
something like that.
Raw's 2000, even though I don't think that's going to happen for years.
Yeah, not for another 20 or 30 years.
But basically, we give this match, well, I do at least, a 4 out of 10, because I really think this is a very sad tag team match, especially for something like Rhodes Scholars would be in. There wasn't much, action, I guess. I mean, Cody Rhodes pulled some good moves, so did Damien Sandow, but, overall, it wasn't that good of a match. What do you think?
You said 4 out of 10, right?
Yep.
I'll stick with you on that one, because I agree, there could have been so much more potential of this match, and they totally should have made the Dolph Ziggler-Kofi Kingston match a pre-show match, and not this one. It would have been much better.
But we'll get to that later. And our next match is the World Heavyweight Champion match. Pretty shitty between Alberto Del Rio and The Big Show.
Ooh, scary.
Yeah, but pretty much what happened was, it was a 20-minute match. It was, for a title match, it wasn't that great. It was like Intercontinental title level, for a World Heavyweight Champion match, which was really pathetic. I mean, what happened was the Big Show is supposed to be a giant tank, but he tapped out to Alberto Del Rio's arm breaker, or whatever it's called, and I didn't like it. I mean, the Big Show's a dominant force, and he taps out to an arm breaker.
Yeah. The heavyweight championship, the entire SmackDown brand really is just like not good anymore. I mean, ever since like ever since like 2010 plus, after like, I hate to boast about the Undertaker because he is my favorite, but ever since like after the him and Jericho feud, the heavyweight title just hasn't really mattered that much.
Like SmackDown like wasn't the main brand, but it used to be the shit. I mean, like with Brock Lesnar on there and the Big Show and John Cena.
Rock, Stone Cold, Goldberg, all the good people.
Like you might when I say John Cena, some of you might complain, but like I guess he was okay back then. He was okay. I mean, like he was like better as a heel than a face. Even though I'm not gonna be like, oh, he should turn heel, wear black clothes, because you can't really do that. I can't see him do that. But
Yeah.
it used to be the shit. But like, I'd give this match I guess a 5.5 out of 10 just because it's a World Heavyweight Champion match and, it could have been way better than it was. The last standing match was, a freaking joke, though. But, like, I kind of guess this was slightly better, but that's pretty much it. What do you would give it, Coley?
I'll give it a 6 out of 10 because I liked Alberto, the fact that he won, and I bet a Big Show could have performed better. It was a decently length match. It wasn't 20 minutes. It was about 15, but it was still pretty decent regardless. And I would like to, and I can't wait for the WrestleMania heavyweight match.
And the thing is, like, matches don't have to be long to be good. I mean, example would be CM Punk versus Chris Jericho on Raw, and that was like, a pay-per-view match. That was really good. It wasn't like an overrated thing. I mean, they only fought like, one-on-one twice, but
that made me mad, man. I was there when that happened. I was cheering for Jericho.
Actually,
yeah.
That's pretty crazy, man. But basically, that's what happened. And other than that, 5.5. And we're gonna be heading on to the Elimination Chamber match. Some stuff happened in this. I mean, I was actually kind of hyped for this. It should have been, the second main event of the pay-per-view. Alright, I'm just going to give it a rating right away. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 because I think this match was very good, but I'm going to talk about the match now. It was Daniel Bryan, Mark Henry, Kane, Chris Jericho, Randy Orton, and Jack Swagger. And the winner is, not expected, Jack Swagger. What do you think?
Boo, Jack Swagger. Jack Swagger didn't need to win that match.
I like Jack Swagger, but he should have just stayed, United States level, internet champion level, because like I was expecting him to go WrestleMania, fight Antonio Cesaro, and win the United States champion, because that's what I was expecting. I mean, like they're giving him a push just because he came back, and like it's something I didn't really expect. But the match was pretty much, they eliminated Daniel Bryan, they eliminated Kane. Mark Henry got eliminated, but he came back and he started like pounding everybody to the floor. And then, Randy Orton got eliminated, and then, actually no, Chris Jericho got eliminated by Randy Orton, and then right when that happened, Jack Swagger eliminated Randy Orton, and then he won. So basically, this match was okay, I guess. It was a good match in my opinion, probably like one of the second best in the pay-per-view. What do you think?
Yeah, I can't complain. It was good. I would have rather wanted to see Wade Barrett instead of Jack Swagger, and maybe Christian or Great Khali or Jinder Mahal instead of Daniel Bryan, because there could have been much more potential for much better superstars in that match. I liked how Mark Henry was there. I liked how Randy Orton and everyone else was there, but
Mark Henry was actually a replacement for Rey Mysterio though, because he was supposed to be in the Elimination Chamber, but he got injured by Mark Henry.
Yeah, so did Sin Cara. I think Sin Cara was supposed to be in it too.
But like, I really don't think that Daniel Bryan should not have been in the, or I think he it wasn't a bad thing he was in the chamber, because he is a talent. Especially like, I actually thought him and Chris Jericho were going to be like,
dueling it off.
Yeah, and like going to be the people to win, but like, it was Jack Swagger, but I can't really complain about it. I mean, it's up to either Alberto to win or Jack Swagger to win, because this is actually the first American heel and immigrant face to ever duel like this, because like it's always like the American as a face and then the Mexican as a heel. But I mean, that's stereotypical, but it's, you know, mostly true, especially in terms of wrestling. But yeah, what do we give the rating as, Coley?
I'll give it a 7 out of 10 because it's an Elimination Chamber match. It's the main match of the night. I like the people that competed. I didn't like the outcome, but regardless, it was still entertaining to watch and be a part of.
Alright, and now we have the next match that should have been the main event, which is kind of awkward. We have John Cena, and we have Sheamus, and we have Ryback versus The Shield.
Yay, The Shield.
Nobody,
They're my heroes.
Nobody was expecting The Shield. Not even I was expecting, and I like them way better than John Cena and Ryback. Sheamus is okay, but I like him way better than I like him way better than Sheamus. And basically, they won. They pulled off a spear to Ryback while he was about to powerbomb. Not powerbomb, but he was about to do his finisher maneuver on I think it was Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
I don't know, but like basically, John Cena was about to stop Ryback getting pinned, but he was like he was like legit a foot away, 1 foot away, and it really was not a disappointment. I mean, I'm happy the Shield won. I mean, makes him seem more unstoppable. I don't want them to break up anytime soon, as well.
Yeah, I like the Shield, but I do also like Sheamus and Ryback. Not so much John Cena.
Ryback in that smoker's voice.
Yeah.
But pretty much I'll give this match a good 8.5. Actually, no, a 9 out of 10, because I actually enjoyed this match out of like everything else in the pay-per-view. And what would you give it, Coley?
I'll give it an 8 out of 10 because the match, it was good, but it could have been better. It could have been longer. And yeah.
Alright. That's pretty much our ratings for that match. And we have a filler match, which was pretty boring, and I don't like... Well, actually, I like Dolph Ziggler, but I don't like his opponent. And the thing is, it should have been Christian, because speaking of him, Christian and The Undertaker were both in New Orleans while this pay-per-view was going on. So Christian should have been Dolph Ziggler's opponent.
And Undertaker should have been in the chamber.
Yeah.
And beat and replaced Jack Swagger.
Wait,
that
no.
Cool.
Because what would be the point? Because you might as well like not give the World Heavyweight Championship to somebody who's going to wrestle a year, right?
But no, but then Kane and Undertaker could duel it out in the chamber for a little while.
Point taken.
It'd be pretty fun.
And we have another match. We're still talking about that match, but you know, Dolph Ziggler won, not a big surprise.
Yeah.
Kofi Kingston was he was pretty much out of shape. He wasn't even that good. So, you know, things for good people happen for, I don't know what to say. But basically, this wasn't a good match. I really give it a 2 out of 10. I mean, Dolph Ziggler was pulling out good moves, Shawn Michaels style, but in the end, it was shitty. What do you think, Coley?
This match was pointless. It was a waste of time. I'll give this match a 1 out of 10, which will lower the overall ranking of the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. But regardless, it really was a waste of time. McMahon, you can do better than that.
I guess it's the writers' fault as well. I mean, like, the writers have nothing special to do. I mean, they don't know what to do with Kofi Kingston. He's just a jobber, I guess, but he's not even that good anymore. I mean, maybe if he turns heel, I guess he could show some more potential, but, you know, I can't really see that. But now we have a Divas match and nothing special. We all knew Kaitlyn was going to win.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll give it a 7 out of 10 because it was hot.
Okay. I'll give it a 5 because we all knew Kaitlyn was going to win. It was predictable, but in reality, we know Tamina can kick her ass because, like, it's just... realistic, right? I mean, like, Tamina is way better than Kaitlyn. Not in looks, but why am I even talking about that? But no, like, that's pretty much what I think about, he gives it a 7, I'll give it a 5. So we have the main event of...
I bet some lady's gonna be like, oh, you don't talk about the women, you guys are sexist.
Well, it's not really sexist, because WWE is more meant for men, no offense.
It's just boring.
Yeah,
really.
like, who was gonna, I guess back then, Divas...
Put them in the mud.
Yeah, put them in mud, put them like an extreme match, put less clothes on them. Like, that's what people would like to see.
Yeah, what happened to the broad panties matches? Those were fun.
Yeah, those were freaking hilarious. But basically, that's it for the Divas match. And now we have the main event. We have
Dun dun dun.
CM Punk versus The Rock. And guess who won? Predictable. Like,
CM Punk.
Sadly, because he got screwed. So basically, The Rock won. What happened was there needed to be 3 refs. So one got hit, I think it was Scott Armstrong, I don't remember. And then CM Punk had The Rock in the ring. 1, 2, 3. He had him pinned down. Even though, like, I guess CM Punk quote unquote cheated. He was about to hit The Rock with the title, but he like held down Paul Heyman held down The Rock, and he was about to get hit by the title, but then he moved out of the way, then Paul Heyman got hit by the title, and then there needed to be another ref, and then, like, CM Punk, he thought, like, everything The Rock gave him except the people's elbow, but, like, no matter what, CM Punk should be champion still. Like, he got screwed. I was expecting somebody to interrupt, but it's just, we can't have a clean match for CM Punk anymore. I don't know why. Because, like, if he can't, like, I'm not saying that he should face John Cena at WrestleMania, not at all, but, like, at least give him something, like, good to do for a while. I mean, like, why would you make, CM Punk lose again, but not in, like, a clean way? Because, like, he got screwed over, like, and, he's gonna come out tomorrow and complain, but at least he actually has a right to this time. He's not gonna be like, you're cheering a cheater, and, like, The Rock didn't cheat, but, like, at least, The Rock won fair and square this time, like, unlike last time, but still, I'm not gonna say CM Punk, deserved to lose. He got screwed. What do you think?
I think that it's a bad move by the company to have The Rock as champion, because it's just gonna be another Rock versus Cena match, and it's going to be, and Cena's gonna win.
We all know that.
I'll tell you my WrestleMania predictions when we do the WrestleMania predictions topic. But it's just, if Cena wins, it's just going to be another boring Cena title reign. Hopefully, well, no, I'm not going to spoil what I want to happen at WrestleMania. I'll get into that some other time. But I'll give this match a 7 out of 10, because both men performed really well, even though the odds were obviously in The Rock's favor. It was a pretty decent game.
Well, I would give it a 6 out of 10. The Rock is way out of shape compared to CM Punk. Even John Cena is more in shape than The Rock, so that's why he's pretty much going to win as well. So, I guess the reason why I don't like this match is because, CM Punk performed way better than The Rock, and people are ignoring that. We had people cheering CM Punk louder than people cheering The Rock, and just this pay-per-view wasn't as good as, like, TLC. It wasn't as good as, like, old pay-per-views. The Elimination Chamber, like, should always get an 8 out of 10, but this, for some reason, for me at least, got a 6 out of 10, because, thank God for Jack Swagger, and thank God for The Shield. But other than that, we had all faces winning. We had, terrible matches. Not all faces, I mean, like, Antonio won, but, like, other than that, like, everybody else lost. So, basically, what would you give this pay-per-view rating?
What were the numbers?
For me, it was 6 out of 10.
Alright. Yeah. For this pay-per-view, I'd give it a 7 out of 10, because it's, well, it had decent matches. It had horrible outcomes, but it was still pretty entertaining to watch, and it was extremely entertaining to talk about. And I thank you guys for watching. Next podcast we do that's wrestling related will probably be WrestleMania predictions.
Maybe.
And then we'll probably have the WrestleMania podcast. Sorry if I sound weird. I'm kind of in the middle of a cold right now, so if I sound all nasally and weird, I'm sorry. But
anyways, thank you all for coming by and seeing our Elimination Chamber aftermath clauses, whatever you want to call it. Elimination Chamber. I don't know what to call it. Just like what we thought about the whole pay-per-view in general. Aftermath. But my name is Sam, and that over there is Coley.
Yes. Subscribe to my channel, youtube.com/StealthRevolver, and be sure to visit my website, www.allnaturalbats.com.
Alright, well, I'm StealthRevolver. He's ColeyTheChukster. Our links will be in the description, and check out our channel if you want. We're gonna be doing this weekly, hopefully, and please stay tuned for our content. We'll have like more guests on the show. Basically, we'll do what we want, whenever we want, whatever topic we want, and you can also give us something if we know about it, a topic at least. And we'll see you all soon. Take it easy, guys. Enjoy your Monday, and peace.
Yeah.